Hey everyone, let's talk about this. This is a balanced mic cable. Here at Dark Highway Recording, we have about 500 of these. Let's talk about how these work. These are noise canceling cables, and they have a very ingenious way that they work. As you can see, it has 3 pins in it, 3 conductors. If you buy cheaper versions of this cable, you just have the 3 conductors. If you buy more expensive versions, you have the 3 conductors and a shield. Now, one of the conductors, number 3, they're labeled 1, 2, and 3. Number 3 is simply connected to the shield if you have one. It's a reference. It's 0 volts, and it doesn't really carry any information. It's just a voltage reference. However, the other 2 conductors, 1 and 2, they carry a signal. And the way it works is that if you connect this to a microphone, usually through this end, the microphone puts out one signal that is carried over those 2 conductors. And the way it works is that cable 1, or conductor 1, and cable 2, conductor 2, they put out polar opposite signals. So when this one is positive, this one is negative, and vice versa. If you were looking at it in terms of a waveform, you would see the waveform on pin 1, and you would see the waveform flipped upside down on pin 2. Okay? And on the receiving end, when you plug this into a piece of equipment, in order to get the signal back out, what it does is it takes the signal from pin 1, and then it adds to it the flip of the signal from pin 2. So you get double the original signal. Okay? So that's how it works. You take pin 1, you add the flip or the opposite of pin 2 to recover the original signal. Okay? So if you have exact opposite signals on pins 1 and 2, it works perfectly. You get twice the original signal back out and everything's fine. However, usually when you use these things in the real world, you run them through a noisy environment. You get electrostatic noise, electromagnetic noise, all kinds of interference. You get induced currents. You get all kinds of other things on this cable that will interfere with the original signal. Either it'll be hum from lights or static or noise or signal degradation, a whole bunch of other things. Radio interference, etc., etc. So the way it works is that because the 2 conductors from pins 1 and 2 are run in very close physical proximity, they're within this shield. It's not like you run one wire one way, another wire the other way. Any interference that hits it will usually apply pretty much almost exactly to both conductors. Okay? So if you induce a voltage on these conductors, you'll see the same voltage on pin 1 and the same voltage on pin 2. They'll both be identical, okay? But remember how this thing is decoded. It takes conductor 1 and it adds to it the flip of conductor 2. So any voltage that's induced equally on both conductors gets canceled out because 1 plus the negative of 1 is 0, right? So that way you can get the original signal out of this cable, and it eliminates any noise or interference or any additional signal if this is picked up along the way. It's great. You can use these for hundreds of feet, and you can still get the original signal out of the end without any interference. It's an absolutely ingenious idea, and it was later used for guitar pickups in when they were configured as humbucking pickups. Very similar idea, and we will maybe explore that in another video. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. See you on the next video.